one thing I found out is that, so I'm able to train more than 500 people, and actually they are bankers, bank professionals on Power BI alone. More than 500. And when it comes to Excel, I think I've trained up to 1,000 people for the past 1 year. And the major thing I found out is that a lot of us have data. And we don't even know how to analyze them. So now, Power BI is called Power Business Intelligence. Simple. What it just means is that we are trying as much as possible to understand what we want to use data to do. What we want to use data to do. That is just what it is. There is business, there is data, and we are trying to create an intelligence platform in which we analyze this data. That is just what it means. So, how do we do that? Now, you remember that we use Excel. Excel users? Yes. Now we use Excel a lot. Excel. I know that if you know Excel, you are good. Like, you are good. But one thing now happened. For people who use pivot table, people now said, oh, you know we are using pivot table in Excel. You connect to one data source. You go to insert pivot table, and it's going to kind of highlight that your table for you. And you click OK. The OK takes you to another page, and you start ticking, and you begin to analyze. Is that what we do? Now, but we are connected to just only one data source, which is that Excel that is surrounded. But there is a problem. People that say, when we need to connect to so many data sources, what do we do? What do we do when we need to connect to so many data sources? And that is where the issue now comes in. And they will say saying that we need to upgrade what Excel can do. We need to understand and upgrade the power of Excel. And they came in and they said, okay, we want to use something they call Power Queries and Power Pivots. So you can now start writing. You know that today. Power Query and Power Pivots. Power Pivot helps you to analyze. And there is something that happens is that when you are doing Power Pivot, you're just trying to analyze, and connect now to different data sources. Everybody listen. Pivot table connect to how many data sources? One. Power Pivot connect to how many data sources? Multiple data sources. Follow me. Since we know that we don't have much people knows about it. They don't say it will be fine. But sometimes our data is always dirty. Sometimes you just see some entries and you're like, who typed this? Do you know that most of the time when you want to analyze data, you have to first clean that data first. And you know that the hours that you use to clean the data is more than the hours used to analyze that data. So they now said, okay, we need to build up something. Then they brought something called Power Query. So Power Query is an ETL tool. E for extract, T for transfer, L for load. SQL guys, you'll be familiar with that. ETL tool. Now, what does it do? It extracts the information from where the data source is, either Excel, PDF, SQL, anywhere, Google, web, anywhere it is. Then it transforms it. Transforming is that it needs to clean it so that we can now analyze it. Then load means we want to analyze. Extract, transform, and what? Load. Power Query. So now we brought the Power Query and Power Pivot together. And then people were using pivot table, but if you have more than one connection, you use 5 Power Pivots and Power Query. Then you analyze, okay. Another issue came up. If you are using pivot table, the visualization is in your insert. When you have that visualization, it's not much, it's not many. If it's not histogram, pie chart, line chart, column chart, you can't do any other thing. You can't really do much with the visualization. Then, in 2014-2015, July 18th, in Israel, then they came up together and they said, okay, fine, let's launch out something called the Power BI. Let's launch out something called what? And every day we have more than millions of people that start using Power BI. It's so new in Africa, let's say 2-3 years. So new. So new. So if you are learning it now, you are still among, like, let's say, the first 100,000 people. I know Africa, I know we are so much. So imagine you being among the first 100,000 people learning the skill. And you know one thing, people tell you that it's not because you learn it, it's learning. You have to learn it. Especially if you are in the data field. You know why? The companies that you'll be working for, or you're working for right now, as Microsoft on their system. All your emails is Microsoft. Everything is Microsoft. So you will definitely need those tools to work with. And that's what has made some people better than some people. You definitely need those tools to work with. Can you put it? Power BI, we launched and it worked. What does Power BI now does? It takes your data, it cleans it, and you now visualize that data. So the visualization that Excel does not have, they gave it to who? Power BI. So do you know that Power BI in Excel? So now let me show you. I don't know maybe you've seen it before, but this is Excel. We want to analyze this. Excel is now even more powerful. In Excel, actually, this Office 365 2020. These are the things like 2020. This is not actually 13, 2016, 20. No, this one is 2020. Do you see stock and geography? Can everybody see stock and geography? Yeah. If I want to know the government of Lagos State, I can get it from Excel. But we are not doing that. So let's go to Power BI. Now, when you have this is your database, and you want to analyze this, and if you see, you can see that. Now, you can see sales, category, and other stuff like that, something like this. Now, let me ask everybody. So you can see this now, okay? Yeah. If I want to ask you, I'm going to scroll a little bit. Now, I want to ask you a question. So everybody, look at the screen. I will ask somebody a question now. Just look at it. I'm going back again. Now, if you look at it, which type of analysis do you think you want to find out from this data? Sales. Sales what? Sales analysis of what? We want to do a sales analysis before. So, if you are the boss, what do you want to see? A particular date. Sales made in a particular date. Any other person? Yeah. I'm coming. Customer segmentation. Thank you. The relocation, I mean, different states. The profit, okay. The mode of delivery, which one is working? The category. John churn rate. The one, okay, cool. Now, if you are going to see now, every of what they've said is what we have to create visualization for and analyze. So remember those questions that they've said, I will have to try my studies to be very fast and create analysis on everything they've said. So I know that I have to see a state analysis. I have to see either if there is profit and there is loss. I have to see it here. And I have to see month analysis or date analysis. I have to see it. And I have to see category and headship mode analysis here. So all those analyses, we have to create them from here for Power BI. Are you getting it? But this is our database. This is our data source. Cool. Now, you need to see this before we go to Power BI. This is what we call the date calendar. Let me increase it. Date calendar. If you are not very familiar with it, you can just ask just the normal date, year, month, everything is just there. This is called the canvas for the report page. If you come to this small icon here, if I click it, it means the data page. Every data that we're bringing in, you know that save file that we saw in Excel now? Yeah. When we bring it, this should stay. Then, now there's something we now come here. We call it the model view. Let me click. Yeah. Now, you see something. What does this thing look like? A relationship. So, now what it does, do you see that date? That date calendar that I said? You have to connect to another table itself, the main table. We call that table in Power BI, we call it what we call fact file. Now, for everybody here, for those who are working already, you know there's a data that should come every day for you, or every month, and that you have to analyze. That's what we call fact file. But there's other data that has to do with, you don't really need it every time. Like now, all the states in Nigeria, and maybe let's say, yeah, all states in Nigeria, you can create a dimension file for it that just have it there. You can create a dimension calendar, which is the one that you saw now. So everything will now connect to your fact file. Everything will connect and you start creating relationship. You are going to see how we do it as we go on. Now, if you look at this guy here, if you look at it very well, you see that it looks a little bit like Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel. A little bit. Now, that is what Microsoft is doing. Microsoft is trying as possible to create it so that you will see it. If you see this text box, for people who use PowerPoint, you know what text box means now. What you want to do, you want to type something inside. Every word like that. Now, all this space is in Word. You should know that. All there is in Word. Now, remember that stuff I said, when you, what did I say PowerPoint it does? Those three things. Extract. And no, thank you. Extract means you want to collect data, Abi. Transform means you want to clean, Abi. Do you see this transform data here? Exactly, that is Power Query. Transform data. That transform data is there. That is Power Query. So you're going to see how we bring it in. So how do we bring in a data? How do we bring in a data? Sorry, I'm a little bit fast because I just have like 1 hour. I have to be done by 12:10. This is the time. 11:30. So I have like 40 more minutes. Cool. Now, so somebody can just be telling us time so we can rush a little bit. Now, remember I said something about Excel. Pivot table doesn't connect to multiple data sources. It connects to how many data sources? One. But we need it to connect to multiple data sources at any particular period of time. And that's what Power BI is available. So do you see those data sources? You can see Excel, text, XML, folder, PDF. If a PDF file has a table in it, Power BI will pick it up. It will pick that table out. If it is web, you know that Wikipedia always have those tables. They should have a lot. If you put a web, you have a web, oh, you don't want, you know that sometimes they need some analysis. Oh, thank God, coronavirus. And you know there's a site that you can get all this data live. They dump it there so that people want to analyze it. Now I can say instead of me going every day to be updating, taking the new coronavirus data, and no, I don't. So I'll just connect it by web. There is web here. So let me show you where I think it should also be in online or others. So see web. So the web will now give you a space to put the link of where that coronavirus data is on your phone. You just dump it there. Click. When you click, it's going to bring out the data out of it and standardize it. Anytime anybody from the world or from China dumps a data into that same web address, your own data in Nigeria begins to work. Okay. That's how Power BI is. That's how Power BI is. So now, your Facebook, you want to analyze your Facebook. You can analyze Facebook. Your Facebook comments, your Facebook like, where is it? Okay. Okay. For those who use Google Analytics, social media people. So this Google Analytics, you want to analyze it, you can analyze it. See Facebook here. Your LinkedIn, MailChimp, all these guys in social media marketing, you understand what I'm saying? You want to analyze it. That is what Power BI does. Power BI does that. But now, do you know one funny thing that Power BI does? Power BI is the end of all Power Platform. Wherever you start from Power App to build an app, you connect to Power Automate, you have virtual agents on your website. You are coming back to Power BI to do what? Analyze. You're still analyzing connect everything. David Brown, MVP, we work together and he's coming to talk about how we do that. We call something common data service in Power Platform. There's a whole lot for you to learn. A whole lot. I built apps too, and the Power Automate too. I've just not learned Power Automate yet. But we are still learning it little by little. So this common data service, you connect and you do what you need to do. So connecting of any data is, you can do it in Power BI. The only thing that you might not be able to do is this. There's sometimes there's some enterprise for those who work in, might not be listed in Power BI. What do you do? Most of the time you can still download it out into Excel or text. You can download it out and see it, you still work to it. But the one that wants to do, what are we connecting to? Excel. Thank you. So let's go. From get data, for those who are writing, you click on get data. After get data, you click on what? Excel. After Excel, you click what? Connect. Do you see connect? Now, anytime you can ask a question, just click question. So connect. You know where I'm going to now? I want to go and look for my data Excel file. They've started. What people have started? Okay, I've seen it. Okay. So I click this. Sales report. Remember now. They'll be low. Then we need to pick the data. Now, do you see this two? They actually is the same. So if I click it, you're going to see it. If I click this one too, do you know that they are the same? So which one do you think I should pick? Sales data. Why do you say sales data? That blue that is on that sales data, kind of. What do you think it is? A table. Okay, sir. You will not say anything. Now you have experienced that he said. So you say anything. Let every other people talk. Baba. Thank you, sir. Okay, so now that is a table. Now, do you know why we should put it as table? For those who work with Excel, immediately if something is not a table and you're working, if you want to update, you can't update. You can't refresh, you can't update. But immediately it's a table. Maybe you type in your first cell. It just jumps and enters together with the other word, table, and you can update. Putting it in table helps you update your data easily. So always pick a table format. Always pick a table. So you want to ask, for that time, you don't see table there. How come? This is what I just did. If you have the data, do Control T. You change to what? Table. Control T is what? Table. Control T. And you change everything to table. Cool? And now, remember, I said that when you have the data, the first thing you need to do is to clean that data. I mean, if you want to clean that data, where the data will go to where? I want it to come Power Query. Cool. So now, this load means I'm telling Power BI that guy, bros, my data is clean. I want to go and analyze. That's what I'm telling you. But if I click transform data, it means that, bros, don't be angry. I need to go to where? Power Query and what? Clean. Then I'll now come back to you. Who gets that statement? Should I backtrack? Okay. When you have the data here, the first thing you need is this. If you click load, it means I want to analyze straight up. I don't need to clean. But most of the time, it's always advisable, 99% of the time, that you click what? Transform data to go and what? Clean. Are you getting it? So let's go to transform. In Excel, I showed you Power Query. In Power BI, Power Query is embedded inside. So you don't download Power Query and download Power BI. Just download Power BI. So it's embedded inside of it. So this is Power Query. This Power Query. So what are we doing? We want to just clean it and see if there's any issue. The first thing that we'll do if you want to clean is to look at the data set. The data types. We call something data type. It means that in Excel, there are two data types in Excel. Is that we are doing text or what? So see this guy here. We are clicking. Decimal, fixed decimal, whole number, percentage, date and time, date, duration, true or false, binary. So it depends on which one you want to analyze with. So now let me explain something for you. A deal. If you have a data and you want to analyze, most of the time, you want to analyze, Abu David bought 10 laptops for 20,000. Abu David bought 10 laptops for 20,000. In Power BI, it's always very important. It's either it's a category or it's a value. It's either it's a what? Category or it's a what? Value. Who bought the laptop? Abu David, Abi? So that is name. It goes to name category. What did Abu David bought? Laptop. It goes to, let's say, product what? Category. How many laptops did he buy? 10 or 20. It goes to which category? Is it a category or a value? Thank you. So are you seeing name category, product category, or value? For 20,000, is it value or category? So, but whenever it's others, most of the time it's text. Text. Because you're analyzing like that. So let me ask you one question. For year, if you see 2014, 2015, 2014, 2015, is it text or number? For year, color. You don't have a year, but you have a year color. Oh, yes, I'm bringing in my calendar. Don't worry. I will ask you that question when I bring my calendar. So don't worry. Now we have shift mode. Shift mode is what? Text, I mean? Customer ID, text. So you can see it's ABC already. All of them are kind of correct. We have the number, sales itself, which is the revenue, kind of. It's already in fixed decimal. It depends. You can ask, oh, I don't want it to be in fixed decimal. I want it to be in naira sign. You know all this naira or dollar. Since it's money, it's not quantity, it's money. So I can just put it at fixed decimal. Then now, if you are working in Power BI, replace current or add new step. Let me tell you what it means. It means that whenever new data is coming in, there's a like this. There is like this. Replace current means the step I want to do now, don't record it. All this is recorded here. But add new step means that kindly what? Record it. So look at it. There are 1, 2, 3 here. Three things here. Make like it add new step. It turns to how many? For every step you take it back to it's recorded. You don't repeat it. So if maybe is working on a data that is dirty and I cleaned it first, I don't need to tell you to clean it again. You know what? I'll say the code. The code I used to clean. There's a code here actually. There are two codes. There's so many codes here. That's why we call it low code application. There's so many codes. Thanks. Now, everything I'm doing is code. So I'll just copy the code, send it to you. You will just update the system. Finish. You don't need to clean it again. So one person has cleaned, all the whole company as well has cleaned it. Okay, so now this is fine. But we need to bring in our date calendar. Our date calendar, if you click View Source, I click Excel. You remember that our date calendar? Yeah, are you following me? Yes. Oh, cool. I think that you're waiting for visualization. You don't know the problem. This is where the problem is. You need visualization. Visualization is sweet, but problem is here. We can spend 10 hours here and spend 1 hour in visualization. So where should we stay wrong? Yeah, don't worry. The beauty of your data is simple. Let's click date calendar. Okay, so we just click the date calendar and we click OK. Okay, cool. Do you remember that our date is still date back now? It has to be date. Now, yeah. Now, here's the question I'm asking you. But yeah, somebody else. I'm a field. Should it be in text or whole number? Whole number. Why? Yeah. So they are ready series. So that's the reason why. Okay, another person. Just okay. So now it has to be text. What nonsense are you saying? See? Let me tell you. Now, in our dates, but this one here should be due. Remember, anything that is quantity or phone number, it has to be a number now. I mean, you can go to add them up. Is that what we are saying? But if you put in 20, that you're seeing here, when we go to Power BI and analyze, and we click here, you know what you do? It's going to add 20, and the analysis that we wanted to have is that what is our revenue for 2014? And what is our revenue for what? 2015. But if you leave it at all number, we're going to add everything. Did anybody get something? Cool. So, for month number, don't worry, this one, it should be old number. This one should be old number. I will explain this why it should be old number. This month number. But for all other ones, they should be text. So I'm going to just do one sheet. Go down. Okay, cool. Right click. I want to change data type, then I change it to text. Where should I click? Add new step or add current? Add new step. Thank you guys. Cool. Now we are done. Simple. We finished this guy here. Now there's so many things in PowerPoint that we are doing. I think we have a PowerPoint session after the launch. I think you're going to see the power of PowerPoint. What I did here is just 2% of what PowerPoint can do. I used like 4 days to clean 37 data of a company. 4 days. 4 days. It can clean anything that it can clean. It's so powerful. But you can still sleep there. So machine learning, for those who are involved in machine learning AI, see your machine learning here. As your machine learning, text analytics, vision, you can do a whole lot. What platform is this? You don't need to really become a software developer to work. That is just it. You don't need to become a what? Software developer to really do a whole lot of work. Now, we are done with it. Then we'll please click what? Close and what? Close and apply means that, guy, I am sorry, I just want to pray now. I think the last time I've seen you is 2009. Yeah, 2009. Yeah, I love you guys. So now, then we'll click close and apply. Now, close and apply. We are not back to this guy. Remember what we used to do when we used to click transform data? We said that transform data means that Power BI, this guy is dirty. I need to go to Power Query and come back to you. So we are back to you. Now look at this place here. Do you see the new data here? Where did they tell you that this data will scale? Data, cool, thanks. So this data, can you see them now? Can you see them here? Cool. Now, but we want to create relationship from those two files. So now, how do we create relationship from the fact file from a dimension file? One of them must be talking to each other. Which one do you think you can see in sales and you can see in calendar? Thank you. I love you guys. Dates. So see what we're going to do. We'll drag it. Where is this? Sales date. Okay, cool. Then I go to date and drag it to sales date. Are you seeing the relationship? Then you might want to check. Can you see both of them talking to each other? Yeah. So I can double click here to see something. So date is talking to date. Cool. Simple like that. Then I click OK. Then now let's visualize. Are you ready? Okay, so this is where it's more fun. So now, what is DAX language? Data analysis expression. Data analysis expression. So you know the way we used to write code in Excel. Equals to sum, open bracket, B1, B2, something like that. Same thing to DAX. So it's really not that tough, but it's still tough. Yeah, it's really not that tough, but it's still tough, sincerely. So let me see. Let me just write one for you. Or let me just write two. So let me just write two DAX formula for you. Now, in DAX formula, I will write just two anchor measures. We want to look at, our sales. So let me show you something here. This is our card. Let me bring a card here. So say it. Don't worry. Don't ask what I did just now. You see what I did. So now, this is our sales. But you know that, can you see this E here? E sales. That's what we did. E-sales, we just click it and it gave us our 2.3 million naira. That is what sales that we've done all over in that data. But I need to create another type of revenue that is equal to same DAX that will still give us this 2.3. The same thing. I'm going to use it as like function. This is Power BI. Power BI gives us the ability to click, click, click. Like people table now, you click, click, click. But here, you need to write DAX formula. How do I write a DAX formula? Now, can you see new measure here? In Excel, we call it, we are writing a formula. In Power BI, we are saying we are writing a new measure. We call it measure, not formula. So if I click it, can you see measure equals to? So now I want to write a measure that gives me the same thing as this. What do you think this did? This sales E, this E means what? Summation, Abi. It means it summed everything in sales and give us. Now, same thing in Excel like Power BI, but the only thing is that Excel works with cell. Power BI or DAX works with column and table. It works with what? Column and table. So it doesn't pick a cell. It picks all the table or all the column, or a column, or table or a column. Now we are going to where it has sales revenue itself. Then I want to go and add everything together. So I want to go and sum. Same thing, summation. So I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to write, let's say, sum, Abi. Are we writing sum? Then equals to. For you to add everything together, which function do you think we'll use? Sum, Abi. So see it. Immediately I type sum. This is bringing function. Everything that you're seeing here are DAX functions. Then I write sum. If you can see for those in front, what is the thing? Immediately I click tab. What is it asking me to bring? Add all the numbers. Before it, what is this? Column name, Abi. So immediately I click tab. I'm looking for column name. Which column are we going to? Sales. So I'll type sales. So sales data sales, Abi. That's sales data. So I go there. I click tab and I close my bracket. This is it. I click enter. Now, this is the function we wrote, sum. But how do I know if it's the same as to what? Because it has to give me 2.32. I have to be sure it's giving me 2.3. So I bring in another one. I bring in another card. Then I click sum. The sum that we just did. So the first one is the Power BI sum. The second one is my own what? Sum. Now it is advisable for you to do yours so that you can have control of your data sets. So now this one I can delete this now. The first one. Okay, so since it's not deleting, I come here. Come here. And remove. Come here. So I drag this up. So this is giving me the sum, Abi. So to be fast, I do Ctrl C, then Ctrl V. Let me see. It didn't work. So let me just come card. Then I go and look for my trans count. I click it. So can you see my trans count? These are the transactions that we're able to do that gave us that what? Revenue. So now let's start working. So I have like 15 minutes more. So let's work. Our analysis that I want to do. We want to do analysis for region, for state, and for everything. So let's do that. Sorry, say something. Okay, so let's work. Now, this is the visualization that made it possible for us to analyze. And there's some better visualization that you can see. I'm not connected to the internet. You can go and bring in visualization and work. But first, let's use the one that we have here. Now, who knows slicer in Excel? Slicer. So we have to pick. So the same thing here. So I'm going to pick a slicer. Can you see this slicer? So this slicer here, I've brought the slicer and want to analyze by region. Who said state? Location, which is state. So I bring in state, where's my state? Or let me bring in region first. Okay, so can you see region? So if I want to know how many, if I click North Central here, can you see? So if I click northwest, can you see? I'm already telling a story already. So this is my little. Don't wow yet. I don't have internet. I'm giving you so many things. Okay, so we want to do another one called state. Then we bring it, I want to change it. Let me change it to slicer. So these are the states. Now, I want to know the analysis for southwest. My boss said southwest. I click southwest. It's giving me 730 naira. Is it 30 naira? Yeah, 730. But my boss now said, okay, immediately notice, everybody, I'm sorry if you cannot see it clearly. Now, immediately let me come up here and drag it here. So that you guys can see the effect. Can you see the list of all states? Immediately I click southwest, see what will happen. What happened? It picked only what? Southwest. All those states goes to southwest. So now I will now click Lagos and say, which one is Lagos? Are you seeing the way we analyze? But it's not picture. I don't like, there's no picture. But we want to see picture. Okay, cool. Let's see some pictures. Now, in Power BI, there's something we call AI analytics. There's AI embedded in our Power BI visuals. So the first one I'm going to show you is what we call the key influencers visual. Key influencers visual. This is it here. It has Bob, 3 bulbs. Anyone that you're seeing Bob, you know that they are AI embedded in it. So let me make it big a little bit. Go. Okay. So now we want to analyze. Then we bring in our sales sum. Immediately I click sum, it means I want to analyze. Can you see? Then I guess, okay, what do I want to analyze this sum by? I want to understand what this is. And then I click category. It won't give, you have to give so many of it to so many categories. Remember our category that we used to say? Category, so many categories. We have to tick. Are you seeing it now? Is it working? Exactly. Can you see something now? Let me make this to this side. Then I can now say, okay, I want to see office supply. What is office supply doing here? Make that I click it. So let me go to increase. Let me see. Make that I click tables. Oh, okay. So top segment. So when I click top segment and I click this guy, you don't give me explanation again. So it's looking at the data to explain how this is increasing and how one is what? Decreasing. So this is another way for you to analyze. I can say, okay, fine. I want to create relationship. So because of time, this will be the last one I'm going to create so that you guys can ask questions. So now let me just do one small demo. We did transaction counts, we did sum. I want to look at their relationship together over different, let's say different region or different locations. So let me just see. I click sum and I click transaction count. Nothing is showing, Abi. And I said, okay, what should be the size of this guy? So I said, okay, fine. Let me put in quantity into size. Okay, let me just go to our month. Where is our month? Year month. Okay, no, it's actually year month I run. Year month? Exactly. So now, I want to look at different regions, how they fare across the transaction count and across the what? Revenue. Then immediately I play, you should play. So this is talking about June 2014, August, how they are playing. So let me now go to the balls and let me just increase click size. Okay. So now this is just trying to analyze different time, what different region is saying. That is just what it's doing. Why is this guy doing this? Yeah, so I guess you can see. Then, thus, every analysis that we need to do is stopping, taking it different time. So if I have connected to the internet, I have shown you some things that we can bring in here and talk about. There is one called animated barrels that look at different states in different time of period, how they do. You know all those guys that used to watch football, the way Mike used to go up, the Arsenal, the Liverpool, goes up to the end of the season. It shows that animated barrels, shows that up, and then they know who got to the end. So generally, this is Power BI. This is how you can tell your story. Click, click, and from there you can do what you need.
Okay, thank you for educating us. I also ask if you can this be same with the template. You know, by the time that people get data on a monthly basis and want to see that whether maybe somebody has been content in format of the data, don't even know the time and so on. Can this process just be same with template? When the submit, just refresh. I know it's there that
exactly. So now do you see this refresh here? So for every data, now it depends on your source. So you remember that when we were looking at source, we saw a folder part that has to do with folder, source folder. So anybody can dump them. Nothing concerns them here. They can just dump. And even in Power BI service, Power BI is very close to desktop and service. If I click publish, it goes straight online. And on my phone, I have Power BI on my phone and I begin to analyze from my phone. I can be screenshotting and be sending to my boss that, okay, this is the analysis for this month. So the person is just dumping on the folder, then you are just what? Refreshing. In Power BI service, you can create an alert. For every 9 o'clock in the morning, always refresh. Because you know that you've told somebody, your colleague, that every 8 o'clock in the morning, you should always dump a what? A data. Any question?
Power platform, which is on Power BI. And when you're talking about Power BI, that's related to big data. And when we're talking about big data, we're referring to the volume of data. And during the transformation process, I noticed that we do not have any information about the number of
rows.
Where it ends.
Immediately you know it's in itself. But immediately you know that, okay, fine, it's in a column, a whole column. You don't need a whole column. You can delete it from Power Query. You can delete the column, a whole column for Power Query. You get it? So you can delete it and you're fine.
What I mean is, how do we detect? Like this.
How do you detect? Okay, now see. In Power Query or in Power BI generally, whenever you are having a mistake and it doesn't work, it's going to tell you. It's going to tell you where you're having issues. Then you're going to just follow it, the process, and just click. Are you getting it now? So it will now get to a point that when you are done rehearsing more, working more with Power BI, you can even know if your data source is the one having issues. You get it? The one I said I cleaned for 4 days, it's only my data source that was having issues. So one thing is this, I have so many data sources, they are the same structure, name, address, things. I was thinking that I should just add everything together and do it at once, instead of me doing it each data by one. Imagine you have this same data and you have 37 of it. And they are the same. I never knew that in some of them, other item will not be there. In some of them, sales date was not there. So when you combine everything together, inside one column, you'll be seeing sales, order, everything together. My data is nonsense already. So I need to now start doing everything one after the other. Before I go now.
But you name the data in source at the
No. Go to your data source. Clean whatever you want to clean. If you want to clean, or you want to move 20 and put 30, clean it there. Control S, save a bit. Open your Power. Okay, thanks. Open your Power BI. Click refresh. You are done. Your 30 will show here. You don't need to do anything. It has been connected already. It's just a data source that has been connected. You don't need to reconnect. It has been connected. It's connected. Your question? Yeah.
Wait, you said that for in your Power Query,
Yeah.
every step you take is recorded.
Yes.
And you said for each step that's recorded, there's a line of code.
Yes.
Can you change the name so that when you're sending it to someone else, they will know exactly what you did?
Okay, so now, you don't need to disturb yourself with codes. Now, the language that Power Query talks is M language, mashup. The language that Power BI talks is what? DAX. So now, let me show you this guy here. So I go to view. advanced editor. This is the code that we've written with all those our tick that we do. This is the code. Sometimes your code can get here. So what do you change? So the only thing that you just do is this: copy this code, send it as an email box, send it to them, to the person, or as a notepad, including your notepad. When you get it, they copy it and come to this same place of their own Power BI. Now it's empty. I mean, it will be empty on their own side, but they can have the data, but it will be empty here. They come open a new fresh one, come to advanced editor, dump it, and click what? Done. Everything refresh. So but there will now be an issue. You know that in your computer normally, your computer always have a 5-part. C, David Abu, this one like that. They will now have to change their own 5-part to where that data is. Then everything is done. Your question. So tell me.
And so while we're trying to create a relationship, we use only date. Can we use more than one?
Yes, you can use close to 15 dimensions. It depends on what you are working with. You can use more than. So actually, this is, because of time, this is what I really want to show you. This is the end result of our. Do you see these apply changes? Everybody, let's see the apply changes. It means that whenever I click something in Power Query, when I'm in Power BI, I used to ask me that those strings I have made in Power Query, should they apply it to here? So if I click it, you see it, you now start creating zone, and everything you have to update together with what I've changed. So this is what I wanted to actually get to sales report. This is what we wanted. I try my story that a lot of time, though. This is what I want us to see at the end of the day. But let me come up. Any other question? A dashboard. So it's coming up. So I think that is what will lead to a question. Does this look like a dashboard? A little bit, I mean. So can you see that Lagos road? This is what I want everybody to actually see. Oh, okay, it's Ekiti. Ekiti is doing in week 5. Okay, play 2, Cross River. Oh, why I am not seeing Bonu? Okay, they just need people last week. Why? So everything is about data. It's about talking, asking questions. That is not what we are doing. We're looking at our sales report, and I cannot come here and click on, okay, what is happening in North Central? Then every state in North Central, you need to see that it's only Kogi that is actually making sales. Only Kogi, oh, okay, baby came up. Then play 2. Then I need to see the quantity that was sold, the transaction count, and everything. I'm going to see it. This place tells me the top 5 equipment or product that was sold. And this guy here gave me the customer name, the top 10 customer name that was sold. This is what I want you guys to see. In Northeast, it shows that machine was the one that is selling more. So this is all analysis already in one page. This one, the animated values. Yeah, it's not yet. So how do you bring it in? Do you see this 3 dots here? There's a 3 dots here. You see a 3 dots. Import. So you got to go and import for marketplace. So if I was connected to the internet, you're going to see how we import for marketplace. So these are some other visuals that maybe you can see. So, oh, let me just show you this. Can you see this thing here? It's an analysis of different products. And I'm trying to analyze. But they will not ask me, why these guys in blue? Who are they? Oh, okay, they are accessories. So why are they increasing? If I click on it, do you see analyze? Can you see analyze? You will tell me to explain the decrease or the increase. I click it. You don't look at my data. Are you seeing that? It's giving me different analysis. It's telling me that Q1 and Q2 accounted for the majority of the decrease among the quarter, offsetting the overall. There is your Power BI. Your question? Yes! My phone, there's Power BI on my phone. So everything I've done here, exactly. So somebody showed me his phone. So this Power BI. So everything is done on the system is on the phone. So have I answered the question? So this is how you analyze why. What's happening? Okay, Yobe, Osun, and Lagos has the largest decrease among states when it comes to quantities. what is, then you have to now call the manager in Lagos that, what happened? You have the population, so why are you not selling? This is what, in the Excel file that you saw from the beginning, can you analyze that from here? Can you analyze that what I've said now? You can't. That's what Power BI can do for you. So this one, now this also is an AI tool. We call it decomposition. So when you click on it, you can analyze. From Southwest, you can analyze just decomposition. And you have this also, you've seen this? You've seen this? This is another one again. When I play it, you just stop and it's analyzing and we are seeing what's up with different visuals. So the visual is great, but it's not really about the visual. It's about you trying to go in depth to what is happening to your business. Why your business can go forward, why your business is lacking, what is happening to your business. That is what Power BI is. So imagine you created an app, and you created an app, you do your power with it, you created, people ask you questions for your virtual agent. You still bring everything down here to what? To analyze and get your feedback. It's like everybody's done. Is everybody done? Okay, cool. So this is some other things, okay, you've seen this, and okay, there's nothing here. So this is what we call Power. I hope I will be able to do justice, not to confuse you, Now Power BI is good, now Power BI is this. So and then let me tell you, this is a life story, my own. I called Deep Brown. I called Deep Brown Consulting on their site. How much to learn Excel? They told me 160,000 naira. I said, where did I get it? So you know what I did? I registered on EdX and break down all Excel. That's what I did first. Then Power BI. Then after that, to God to help, there was a boot camp. Deep Brown created a boot camp last year. It's a yearly boot camp, so we have another one this year. So just look out for it. So we created a boot camp, 3 days boot camp. But you know one thing, for that 3 days, 4 days boot camp, the best 2 will get employed. So do you see how preparation meets opportunity? So I was jobless, I didn't have a job, so I just prepared, and at the end of the day, for the 4 days we did and everything, we did interviews and everything, and March 1, no, I did February. Within February ending, I got an offer letter to become Power BI trainer. So as small as that my story is, the real truth is this. Then I learned more Power BI. Then I killed myself into it. Then I soaked myself into the blood of Power BI. So, but it's money and ideas. But you have so many. It was until I even get employed I knew that there were so many resources that would have even helped me. And it's still those same resources that still help me. I still read books, free books, everything. You just need to read and go online. Every information that you need to read is there. Go online. Do you need a private mentorship because, oh, you missed this? Fine, yeah, you got my contact. By the end of the day, you need to put your own work, your work. You need to put your work. So leave Deep Brown 240K. Just forget that one. And then when you notice in my presentation, in my first one, I said that I train bank professionals. So I train more of businesses than individuals. I train business. I create it for them. That's what I do. So, but for individual, go to your YouTube. Kill yourself there. Know it there. You will know it in space of 6 months. If you can dedicate your time to it, you can do it sincerely. You can. And come to YouTube, make friends, build together, and that's why the community is here. The community is here. You can just come together and talk. Come together. Unilag, you can have a community in Unilag. Students, Power BI community, Power Platform community alone in Unilag. If you want me to come, I don't have issues. Other speakers, we want to share our ideas. Why do I need my ideas when I'm not sharing it with people? It's true that we need now people to give us the ideas, but we can't live on that idea that no, you have to suffer. You have to no. Just let's do it that way. I think it will work out.
What if you are done with this analysis and you need to present it to probably the board of directors? How you go? Will you present it through this platform or go to your platform?
Oh, okay, cool. So for everybody, after you're done with your analytics, After you're done with the analytics, you can export to PowerPoint. You can even explain here. Didn't you like the way we're interacting and we're explaining it? I think it's better that way. But you can export anywhere that you want to export. PowerPoint, you want to export PDF, convert to PDF, or so all those page 1, page 2 that you are seeing, it becomes slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4. But it will not change. It becomes a picture immediately. Are you getting it? Okay, so I am done. Okay, no question.
When you were realizing,
Sorry.
Yeah.
that particular point where like change the way the road exporter, my exporter MP4 file.
You can actually do a video recording. That is normal, but I'm not sure you can do an MP4 file. But you can do a video recording. Camtasia, those softwares, you can look at it and create it.
You can export that with like
No, you can. But it has to still be in PowerPoint or PDF.
okay,
No, it will still be recording the way. No.